Should people make New Year's resolutions?
People should make New Year's resolutions if they're actually watching this video on January 1st. If they're watching it on December 23rd, they should make December 23rd resolutions. Waiting miraculously to when the calendar flips to start making your life better is silly at best and pisses me off at worst. And so whenever you're watching this, because it lives on the internet, and thus that means you could watch this on June 17th, make a resolution every day of your life because you only get one at bat.
Will this be a courageous year for me? Because the truth is, we're going to decide that every single day that we wake up. Some people never make the decision. They go through their life and they're just reacting to everything that's coming to them. And because they're doing that, they're not sensing that forward progress because the courage isn't there. And courage is not something that you have by nature or biology or by luck. Courage is a decision. And that's what we want you to make today. To make this year, this is going to be a courageous year for me. What does that mean to you? For you, that might mean you're going to start that new business, write that book, take that leap of faith, ask for what you've really been wanting, tell the person you're unhappy, ask for this, go do that, but go this year, push this year, progress this year, face those fears this year.
When you wake up tomorrow, the canvas of your life is blank. You can paint a completely different picture tomorrow than you've ever painted before. Your past does not equal your future. You can hit the reset button to your life at any time.
You gotta get in and get after it. Life's direction starts with decisions.
The reason people struggle with having a New Year's resolution and sticking to it is because it was a tactic to do a New Year's resolution. Hence why my first answer was right, which is when you actually decide to make a change in your life, whether about weight or job or going out with somebody or relationships, that's when you actually pull it off. It's religion, not tactics.
We've got the time over the next 10 years. We've got the time the next 20 years. We've got the time the next 30 years to make some repair now in our errors of the past and set up some new disciplines. And I'm telling you, that's going to change everything.
Sometimes we need something inside that makes us want to change. You know, there's only two things that change your life, my friend. Either something new comes into your life, new friend, new opportunity, new strategy, new habit, new mentor, or something new comes from within. Some new fire in the belly. I hope you have that this year. I hope you have a new hunger, a new need, a new drive, something inside that's saying, this has to be different this year. And I hope that there's a lot of ambition to that for you. And if it's going to happen, if something extraordinary is going to happen this year, it's going to be because you will have more mornings in which you choose to be courageous that day. You'll have that thing on your calendar, and you know it scares you a little bit. And instead of looking at it and going, well, you know, I'll just keep doing what's easy over here. That morning, you'll look at that thing and you'll say, today, I'm going to engage that.
We have one life. We have one go round. There is no second go round. There is no second chance in life. There is no, oh, I get to do this again. I get to hit the rewind button. No, it doesn't happen, man. What happens is this day ends and tomorrow begins. And that's one less day we have on this planet. And if you are scared to do something different, that's good. That means you're doing the right thing. That means that's the right thing to do. If you're afraid that it's gonna break your cycle and you may not have a paycheck next week, well, fuck, that's the right thing to do. Because what you're doing right now probably is the same thing you did yesterday. the week before, the month before, the year before, and you're waiting on your raise. You're waiting on somebody. And you can never wait on anybody, guys.
If you haven't allowed yourself to dream in a couple years, spend some time with a journal and really think about it. Really get excited about it. Don't worry what your current capabilities are, because you can learn. Everybody should have goals that aligns with a life assessment, not just randomness. So think about your health, think about your significant relationship, think about your friends, your family, think about your mission, think about your hobbies and adventures, think about your spirit, think about your finances, and now I want you to think about it. Like, what would you have to do?
For some of you, some of your beliefs that are holding you back, that are limiting, that were installed without your consent, have been growing for a long time, and it's going to be difficult, but you can extract them. But I just want to tell you that it might be difficult. It will take effort. You will have to work at changing the belief systems that are holding you back, locking in your potential.
And I'm here to tell you, my friends, if this is truly going to be an extraordinary year for you, it's going to come from this intention that you're going to put yourself out there more than you did last year. Even if you really went for it last year, I say go again. You know, a lot of people, they get up and they take, boom, they hit a home run in life, they knock it out of the park, they have their 15 minutes, they have their day, and then they stop because they got comfortable.
If you are doing the same thing you did yesterday, you're not improving. You're not changing your life. And it's about having one life, guys.
Don't stay in tomorrow. You've got to, at some point, move from tomorrow to right now. Move from the action that you're going to do on Monday to right now. Not even today, because that gives you all the time until the end of the day. You've got to move your clock. When you think about, here's one thing I need to do. I need to schedule more appointments. I'm going to do that right now. Right now. The first available moment I have to do it, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to start right now. I'm going to get moving right now.
No excuses to get to work and get the things you're comfortable with. There should be no excuses for being comfortable. You should be uncomfortable all the time. Those things you want, those things that you sit there and dream about, they're not just going to suddenly appear.
I want you to win. I want you to have a next year that blows your mind. And I have to tell you, for me, it began to shift for me when I moved from optional to non-negotiable. When I moved from I really, really want this to hold on. This is non-negotiable. It's time for me to move from I'd like it to happen to no matter what. It has to happen.
I tell everybody, hey, if you want an immediate habit that will change your life, I need you to have a Sunday life reflection routine. Spend 20 to 30 minutes every single Sunday sitting down and going, how did this week go? What worked well? What didn't work well? What did I say I was going to achieve that I didn't achieve? How can I do better next week? Who needs something from me? How can I serve better? What would make this next week even better than last week? All these questions that you already know, you could just sit down and brainstorm. The challenge is people don't sit to reflect on life. And so life goes by. A year goes by without any progress. 3 years goes by without someone feeling it. 10 years goes by and you wake up and go, I don't know if I like my life. When you could have probably headed that off 5 years ago with a good reflection routine. Give yourself that gift. I promise it will really, really serve you.